Hello and welcome. Ready yourself for 30 amazing challenges crafted to challenge your intellect. What is the difference between Git and GitHub? Git is a cloud service and GitHub is a tool. Git is a version control system and GitHub is a hosting service for Git repositories. They are the same thing. The correct answer is, Git is a version control system and GitHub is a hosting service for Git repositories. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Git is the software that tracks your changes while GitHub is a platform where you can store your Git projects. How would you recover a lost commit in Git? Git revert. Git reflog. Git checkout. The correct answer is, Git reflog. Here's a nugget of wisdom. The Git reflog command records every change to the head and can be used to find and restore lost commits. What is the purpose of Git rebase? To merge branches with a merge commit. To move a series of commits to a new base commit, making the history linear. To create a new branch. The correct answer is, to move a series of commits to a new base commit, making the history linear. Surprising trivia, Git rebase is used to integrate changes from one branch to another, making the history cleaner and easier to read. What is the difference between Git pull and Git fetch? Git pull downloads and merges changes, Git fetch only downloads them. Git fetch downloads and merges changes, Git pull only downloads them. They are the same command. The correct answer is, Git pull downloads and merges changes, Git fetch only downloads them. Here's an interesting fact. Git fetch downloads commits from the remote repository but does not integrate them into your current branch. What is a Git cherry pick used for? To delete a commit. To apply a single commit from one branch to another. To revert a commit. The correct answer is, to apply a single commit from one branch to another. Let's learn something new. Git cherry pick is a useful command for applying a specific commit from one branch to another without merging the whole branch. How would you find which commit introduced a bug? Git log. Git status. Git bisect. The correct answer is, Git bisect. Here's something cool. The Git bisect command helps you find the commit that introduced a bug using a binary search approach. What is the purpose of the .gitignore file? To ignore all files. To list files that Git should not track. To store passwords. The correct answer is, to list files that Git should not track. Impress your friends with this fact. The .gitignore file tells Git to ignore certain files or folders like log files or build directories. How do you safely revert a public commit that has already been pushed? Git revert. Git reset. Git delete. The correct answer is, Git revert. Here's something cool. The git revert command creates a new commit that undoes the changes of a previous commit, which is safer for shared history. What is the difference between git merge and git rebase? Git merge creates a new commit and git rebase rewrites history. They both create a new commit. They both rewrite history. The correct answer is, git merge creates a new commit and git rebase rewrites history. A quick fact for you, merge preserves the original commit history while rebase creates a linear history. What is a fast-forward merge? A merge that creates a new commit. A merge where one branch is a direct ancestor of the other. A merge that only affects one file. The correct answer is, a merge where one branch is a direct ancestor of the other. Here's a nugget of wisdom, a fast-forward merge is a simple merge that happens when the target branch has not diverged from the source. What is the staging area in Git? A place to store old files. A space where you prepare changes before committing them. The main repository. The correct answer is, a space where you prepare changes before committing them. Did you know? The staging area is where you review and prepare your changes before making a permanent commit. What is a merge conflict? When a branch cannot be deleted. When two people make different changes to the same part of a file. When you forget to commit. The correct answer is, when two people make different changes to the same part of a file. Let's learn something new. A merge conflict happens when Git cannot automatically decide which change to keep. What is the purpose of git stash? To delete changes. To temporarily save changes that are not ready for a commit. To permanently save changes. The correct answer is, to temporarily save changes that are not ready for a commit. Did you know? Git stash is a great way to save your work when you need to switch branches quickly and come back to it later. What is a protected branch? A branch that is not backed up. A branch that requires a code review before merging. A branch that you cannot access. The correct answer is, a branch that requires a code review before merging. Did you know? A protected branch is a security feature that prevents direct pushes, ensuring all code is reviewed by the team. How would you get the status of your working directory and staging area? Git log. Git status. Git info. The correct answer is, git status. Knowledge boost. The git status command shows you which files are modified, staged, or untracked. How would you delete a local branch that has been merged? Git branch D. Git branch D. Git branch remove. The correct answer is, git branch D. Did you know? The git branch D command is the safe way to delete a local branch that has already been merged with another branch. What is the purpose of a release tag? To mark a file. To mark a specific point in a project's history as a stable release. To label a branch. The correct answer is to mark a specific point in a project's history as a stable release. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Tags are used to mark important moments in a project's history, often a new version or release. What is a bare repository? A repository with no history. A repository that only stores the Git history but no working files. A repository with no branches. The correct answer is a repository that only stores the Git history but no working files. Let's learn something new. A bare repository is typically used as a central server for sharing commits in a team. What does git clone bare do? It creates a local repository. It creates a bare repository for a team. It clones a repository without a working directory. The correct answer is, it clones a repository without a working directory. Fun fact, this command creates a local clone that is a bare repository for use as a central server. How would you send a new tag to the remote repository? Git tag push. Git push tags. Git send tag. The correct answer is git push tags. Knowledge boost, you must explicitly push tags to a remote repository with the git push tags command. What is a squash commit? A commit with many changes. A commit that combines multiple smaller commits into one. A commit that is deleted. The correct answer is a commit that combines multiple smaller commits into one. Surprising trivia, squashing commits helps to create a clean, concise, and easy-to-read commit history. What is a Git submodule used for? For deleting branches. To embed one Git repository inside another. To rename a folder. The correct answer is to embed one Git repository inside another. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Submodules allow you to include another repository as a subdirectory in your project. What is the purpose of Git reflog? To show a list of branches. To record every change made to the repository's head. To show who made a commit. The correct answer is to record every change made to the repository's head. Did you know? The reflog is a safety net that records all changes to the tip of branches so you can recover lost work. What is a detached head state? A state with no history. When you are not on a branch but on a specific commit. When a branch is deleted. The correct answer is when you are not on a branch but on a specific commit. A quick fact for you, a detached head means you are directly on a commit and not on a branch. What is the purpose of git log follow? To show who made a commit. To show the history of a file even if it was renamed. To show all the files in a repository. The correct answer is to show the history of a file even if it was renamed. Knowledge Boost, the follow flag for Git log tracks the history of a file across renames and moves. What is a common reason for a merge conflict? Forgetting to commit. When two people edit the same line of code in different branches. When you delete a file. The correct answer is, when two people edit the same line of code in different branches. Let's learn something new. Git needs human intervention to decide which change to keep when a merge conflict occurs. What command would you use to view the changes before they are committed? Git status. Git diff. Git show. The correct answer is git diff. Knowledge Boost, the git diff command shows you the differences between your working directory and the staging area. What is a common best practice for commit messages? Making them very long. Using a clear and concise summary line. Using emojis only. The correct answer is, using a clear and concise summary line. Here's something cool, a good commit message has a short summary and then a more detailed body if needed. What does a CI server do in a DevOps workflow with Git? It writes code for you. It automatically builds and tests code when it is pushed. It deletes old branches. The correct answer is, it automatically builds and tests code when it is pushed. A quick fact for you, continuous integration servers automate the process of building and testing new code to catch errors early. Why is it important to have a single main branch in the GitHub flow model? It is easier to manage. It simplifies the workflow and makes continuous deployment easier. It is faster to code. The correct answer is, it simplifies the workflow and makes continuous deployment easier. A quick fact for you, GitHub Flow is centered around one main branch which simplifies the process of getting code into production. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.